Hey everyone, welcome to my next sound design tutorial. Here I'm going to show you an interesting way to get a creature vocal sound without any vocal layers. So to start, I'm going to show you a couple of the layers just as they are raw, and then I'll show you the whole thing as it is. So here's an iced coffee straw squeaking against the lid as you pull it out. And here is a water bottle that I compressed, and you can hear the air going in and out of the water bottle. So I chose these two layers because I want my source to have a vocal sound to them, where the water bottle has a lot of air and the iced coffee has a lot of texture and vocalization of the pitch. Now, and here is the whole thing that we're going to be making. All right, so just a quick walkthrough of the layers real quick. This is that iced coffee layer. Remember, it started like this. So I wanted to get back some of the high frequencies from pitching it down, so I added a little bit of an EQ. I increased some of the bass frequencies. I, once again, added a little bit more high, a little bit more low. And then I added some distortion here, and I just kind of pulled back the mix a little bit on the dark fat, tweaked it a little bit, I believe. EQ, I took out some of the bad resonances, added a little bit of frequency that I like, and then I used this preset that I made that kind of just stereoizes it a little bit without effects and with effects. Next is that water bottle, and I have it pretty quiet, and I have automated the envelope to make it sound the way I want it to. And for this layer, I just have CQ to add a little bit more highs again, and the EchoBoy Jr just to stereoize it a little bit more as well. Now here I have, from one of my Foley libraries, I have an artichoke getting kind of cut. And so that sounds like this. All right, and I wanted that because I wanted a very textural, sort of like throaty, growly sort of sound to add a little bit more texture. And for that, I just have some Decapitator to kind of brighten it up, add some more harmonics. And so for the next layer, I have a door squeaking, and I just have the high end of it isolated. So for that, I rolled off a ton of the lows, and I pulled down the highs a little bit because it was a little too bright. A little bit of Decapitator, distorted a little bit, and then a little bit more stereo. And the last layer here is another sort of textural layer. Here I have some frogs. And just for that one, I just have a little bit of the sweetening, and I pitched it down about a fifth. And altogether, it sounds like this again. Now those all get summed up, and I'm sending those through an EQ. Notch out a little bit, add a little bit more of that high frequency, because remember, we're pitching things down, so we're losing a lot of that high definition. I'm pitching it down a little bit more after, and I'm messing with the formant and adding a little bit of drive, but I barely have it mixed, just to add sort of another sort of depth to the vocal. And then I have a little bit of saturation from trash, and I'm throwing it through a vowel impulse response to add a little bit more of that vocal texture. Now this is one of the most important things, is I'm compressing a little bit, and this kind of takes all the layers and it sort of glues them all together. And then after, I just have a very, very tiny bit of reverb just to fill out the space a little bit, add a little bit more of stereo interest. And so with and without the processing, it sounds like this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it showed you a little bit about getting some vocal textures out of primarily non-vocal sounds. And please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.